Hello?
Hello.
Gina will do anything to get out of this. Who's the public defender board? That's Chase?
Second.
Gina's trying to get out of it.
What's that?
All right. Let me see. All right, I'm launching. I got the YouTube. Show me some pictures. All right. Okay, I'm looking at the YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, I'm launching. Oh man, it's way behind. What the hell is that? Got the YouTube. Show me some pictures.
Yeah, there's a delay. So I don't know exactly what it is. Was that like 15, 20 seconds?
Okay, I'm looking at the YouTube. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. All right, I'm launching. Oh man, it's way behind. What the hell is that? Got the YouTube. Show me some pictures.
You want to turn off your or lower your volume on
Everybody be quiet for a second. I'm going to time this. Shit. Yeah, I'm looking at the YouTube. Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. I'm launching. It keeps repeating. Oh man, it's way behind. What the hell is that?
That's because you have your speakers on and it's picking up your speakers and then replaying it again. You need to.
Everybody be quiet for a second. I'm going to time this.
Or put on a headset.
All right, here's how we do it. 2001, 2002. All right, this is stupid. All right, is anybody out there?
Yeah. We're here.
I can't get a time on it. If I got to 20 and it was still showing a picture of Chase. Test 1, 2. This is Eric. This is Eric. This is Eric. It's not showing me Chase. Chase, give me a picture, man. Where's Gina? Is she on?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, this thing is like terribly behind. It's right now it's frozen on Chase's picture. I wonder if I'm just overtaxing my.
It's going to show whoever was speaking or the last.
No, you're frozen. It's frozen in my YouTube. Wonder if I hit refresh.
Yeah, try that. You might have hit pause on it.
What if I hit refresh? Damn.
Yeah, try that. It's about a minute, a little less than a minute. I mean, if they're just viewing, what does it matter?
I don't know. I just want to be able to say what it is.
It's gonna change. I don't think that number is gonna be. It's about a minute, a little less than a minute. I mean, if they're just viewing, what does it matter?
I don't know. I just want to be able to say what it is. Yeah, it's over 30 seconds.
It's gonna change. I don't think that number is gonna be. All right, so what's next? If they're just viewing, what does it matter?
I don't know. I just want to be able to say what it is. Damn.
No, look, that was the second time it's played that, Eric. You don't understand. You've got your speakers on, so then it's playing again. And then.
No, that was the first time I heard it.
No, I heard that already.
All right. How? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, so it's a major delay, but it shouldn't really affect anything. Like you say, they're just watching.
Yeah, it's under a minute.
Christine's having a hard time connecting.
She doesn't have a microphone on her computer. Last time she had to call in.
Yeah, that's what I think. If you look, I had seen her phone number. All right. So we all here?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Hello?
Hey.
Oh, finally. Took me 5 minutes to get in.
All right.
It's not good. This is not good.
What's
It
not
won't work.
good?
The YouTube thingy. It's
Why?
so, I don't know. Now it's better than it was before.
Wait,
Well,
no, your end hasn't changed at all, Christine. We haven't done anything for you. I mean, the only thing.
The YouTube.
You don't
went
have.
and looked at it?
Did we send you the link? I didn't.
Yes, and you're on YouTube. Yeah, I'm watching you on YouTube and Zoom at the same time.
Gotcha.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, there's just a delay. So.
What happened was Ramey talked to Frank, and Frank said he doesn't want to increase, and he doesn't like YouTube, which I'm guessing that's just kind of a personal bias, because how can he say anything else?
That's what I thought too.
Like it's too chintzy and cheap and whatever he thinks. That's why I wanted to experience it. And, I think it could work. But my issue is, what happened, what brought this about was Brett Brunson got knocked off due to technical issues and then couldn't get back in.
Yeah.
Even though he was one of the first people in.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
So what if a board member got knocked off?
We would have to kick people out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're not guaranteed that somebody else is going to get in before your board member gets to rejoin. So I just don't see that working well, unless we enable waiting rooms, which Richard said he didn't want to do, but maybe we need to rethink that.
Yeah, it's an issue. I mean, with 100 limit, if we just sent the link to all districts and board members, and then any speaker we might have, how once in a while we have an expert or somebody to come and speak? There'd be plenty of room for that. 39 district defenders, no more than 10 board members and 11 board members and maybe 10 staff at the most. So that's 39, 50, 60. So if we did it the way Chase is suggesting, everybody could participate. They can't speak, they can't interrupt, they can't Zoom bomb. We got that fixed anyway. But so Frank said, no, don't expand it and don't expand the service and don't do YouTube, which means if a board member gets kicked off, it's gonna be hard to get them back in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. All right, so I guess let's start our departmental meeting. What are you working on? Let's start alphabetically. Gina?
Hey, I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
What are you working on today and for the week?
Well, obviously it's the beginning of May, so solvency projections. I see the 14th just submitted, and as those come in, I'm just gonna update that document that I put on the S drive. Right now, I'm not gonna put any started numbers in because you haven't, it's too early for that, right? Unless you want them.
I don't
So
know.
you tell me, because I saw, like I said, the 14th came through, and a bunch. Where's my thing here? I think some have started.
The real keys are the
Yes,
fund
yeah,
balance.
several have started. So that's my focus, the biggest focus for the week, because you guys need that the most priority, right?
Yep.
Just tell me how you want to handle the started status ones.
Just keep a list and then get in and fix it on like Wednesday.
When will you be going in and looking at it? Like, do I
I
have a
don't
couple?
know yet. I need to
Okay.
ask Ramey.
Okay.
I'm guessing he's gonna want to do it weekly, so I guess, give him till Wednesday. Can you devote all day Wednesday to it?
Well, yeah, I mean, every day, because I get the email notification. So when I see submitted, I'm going to put those in, and then the started ones. You want me to just wait till Wednesday to put any started numbers in?
I guess. What I need is the fund balance and the revenues. Revenues are the most key.
Right, but like I said before, when it's in a started status, we don't know if they started putting numbers in and ran to the bathroom, and then I take the numbers, or if they're officially done. So,
Okay.
that's the
How many do you think are in started? Give me a ballpark. Half a dozen, a dozen?
right now I'm looking right now. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. There's about 5 started and then 1 submitted. Pretty good for the beginning of the month, honestly.
Okay. I'm gonna need by I guess by Thursday at this point, unless I hear there's a budget meeting coming up.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
really isn't gonna change much. That's the problem. And the real problem is then some people are using March numbers and some people are doing
So yeah, I'll work on that. And Eric, the other thing, we got the April Justice Works invoice in, and obviously, isn't this around the time that they
It was
start talking-
really, go ahead, sorry.
It was really low, you were saying, right? Yeah, outrageously low. I was shocked when I saw that. But what I was asking, I have to update the invoice log today. Isn't this around the time where you guys start thinking about contracts for next year, or how does it work?
Yeah.
So do you
Oh, fuck,
want
we gotta
that?
get- oh.
I'll send you that document that has all Justice Works information. You want to do something with that? Like the projections?
Yeah, I had done it last year and every year.
Right. And I think I found the document you're referring to a week or two ago, and I filled it in with new numbers. And I'm gonna update it with the most recent Justice Works invoice, and I'll send you the document,
Yeah, do
the
that.
billing document to look at.
Yeah, because that's where I make a projection, right? And I say.
Correct. And you have a
we're gonna be at
graph in there and
40,000
everything.
left
Yeah.
over. Yeah,
So I'll send that to you today, hopefully. Well,
terrific.
yeah,
I'll
tomorrow
work on
morning.
that. I'll finish that today. Okay, and Chase, you gonna look around some more for that IT cost comparison thing? I know you did something much more formal. Can't hear you.
I actually have not started looking for that. You guys still need that? You haven't found it, Chase?
No, I haven't, but I'll continue searching.
Okay.
I didn't search S yet. I've only searched my email.
Hopefully it's not one of these things where like Eric did it on his computer and then handed a hard copy to somebody.
Yeah, if that's the case, we're screwed.
It probably is in an email.
Yeah, well,
I can't imagine Chase would do anything only in hard copy.
no, I wouldn't. That's for sure.
No, you, Eric, I was talking about.
Okay. Christine, stop emailing and pay attention.
How do you know she's emailing?
Because she copied me.
Because I
know.
have to get some clarifications. I don't know what she means, by what she means. So I ask
She wants to
questions.
find out. There's a law that's suggesting something about felons with firearms. We need to ease up on it or go harder on it or whatever. And she wants to know how many of those possessions of felon with a firearm also was they were doing something violent at the same time. Or did they just happen to have a gun in their car and get pulled over for a traffic, blinking light, turn signal, and had a criminal record and weren't really any kind of threat. Okay, but Christine, you're gonna give me that stuff for the Gannart project first, right?
Yes. Is
that coming up?
I'm almost done. It's 87.
Really?
Yes, 87.
I'm surprised.
87.9. So it's 88% with all those removed. The traffic, the juveniles, the withdrawn cases, et cetera. So it's 88%.
And so
it's
really,
not
it's a
bad.
little higher. It's really a little higher because there's a bunch of sink cases in there that we can't deal with.
No,
See?
yeah, so perhaps, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Eric, did you get the chief's quarterly report this morning?
Yeah, I was looking at that. There's only one that concerns me is Andrea Stentz in Thibodeau. She's way underpaid herself, but I'm wondering if it's because she didn't come on till late.
Yes, and also that list I compare against too. The salaries are from last year. I don't know, maybe those terms changed since because they signed those individual contracts for that. So if Gina has the latest salaries, the chief salaries, maybe she can send that to me so I can replace the older list.
Well, as far as I knew, like Ann or Barbara was taking that over.
Yeah,
Eric, I
well,
haven't-
I'm gonna, exactly, Gina, I'm gonna forward that to Barbara and Ann and say, this is what we see. Can y'all please verify that the actual salary is accounted for? And when did the person start?
Yeah.
So maybe there's a blank month in there. I don't know. But
Yeah, and I can go back and change those things.
yeah, I can take care of that. This firearm thing is a little different.
It is only one statute. It is 1495.1. And it deals with this exactly.
What?
Possession of firearm or carrying concealed weapon by a person convicted of certain felonies.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm not sure if that is that what she's asking for?
I think so. I sent that just to make, because I asked her first to give me the charge numbers, you know, but she hasn't got back to me yet. Oh yeah. Okay. So Tiffany mentioned 137.3. I have to check that to see what we have about that charge. Oh, right.
All right. I'm gonna copy all of y'all, not Chase. All right. So, got that? Okay, that one's off our plate now. We did our part. Let other people make the judgments. Okay, so I'm working on all kind of shit.
Me too.
I'm working on the Gennard question of what percent Christine just talked about. I'm working on building gravity forms to answer a bunch of questions that were raised at the last board meeting. Also, like how much money are people getting from the feds where they laid people off or they took money and covered them with the PPP thing, or they went on unemployment, et cetera, et cetera. How much money, same for the programs. And I'm also just about finished the survey regarding PPE, which is personnel protective equipment, gloves, masks, cleaning supplies, and an ultraviolet light. How fucking cool is that? How does that work, Chase?
You have to be careful.
If UV light comes in direct contact with the virus, it kills it. So.
I know, but you have to remove a person because otherwise you get burned.
Oh yeah, you can't do
And
it.
you cannot be there. Yes, it's just an empty room or object with person removed from that lamp because that's a nasty thing.
Wow. How long you have to leave the light on? You don't have to move it around. You just bounce it off the walls.
Yeah, I think
It's like you put it up so it covers a big surface and all the objects that in that room it's
Anywhere but
a room.
anywhere but in a shadow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And so I'm working on that. I'm working on a project rather slowly with Christine, looking at Terry stops and what percentage of cases could we get rid of, and if we did, what would the caseloads look like then?
Yeah, those are mine. I have some project actually. It's a monthly report with for Richard. It's the same cases. I haven't started that because it's busy at this moment. But yeah, I have a lot of things. I don't know. It's just things just happen.
Okay, what are you working on, Chase?
I'm working on my monthly P card reconciliation today. Assisting Alicia with some stuff that Barbara has tasked Alicia with. She's wanting to pull the value of every piece of electronic equipment in the office, not even the stuff that's tagged. And we've never kept track of that. So I'm having to get a lot of information to Alicia to help her with that and find pricing for stuff that we've had for 10 years, like those scanners that aren't tagged and those cheap printers that everybody has in their office, which none of that stuff is manufactured anymore. So where I can dig up the amounts, I'm sending it to Alicia, and then the ones we can't, Barbara wants me to research the replacement cost of a different device. And then we've got some Dell orders that were shipped to us over the last week, and the last one comes in today, and I will be going up to the office to get that equipment and put the package slips in Alicia's office.
Good. Hold on a second.
It's Amber Alert.
No. There's a food bank distributing dry groceries.
No big deal.
That's not really an alert.
So yeah, I'm gonna go up there and get those packages. I will unpack them and start getting those for people to distribute to them. I'll get them set up with, getting them on the network, everything. I know that Tasha has a lot. She wants to replace her laptop now. She needs one with a bigger monitor. So I'm going to do that and then probably give the replacement to Barbara. So I'll be doing that today. I'll be going up to the office to get that stuff.
So Eric and Gina, I have a question for two of you. So working for this Gennard project, I discovered that quite a few cases in the database when we look from the charges in the charges view. So if the charge is created, but there is empty arrest and it's a charge at billing, that charge doesn't register as a charge.
Why?
I can pull, I don't know, because it's not, people don't choose the dominant charge, and it doesn't register. It comes out when you have the sequence of charges. It says charge 1, charge 2, charge 1, it's the prominent charge. But when this case happened, it's the only charge. Nothing is entered at rest, and only the following charges are billing or the next disposition are filled in. It doesn't count as a charge. So I have to go and really manually count those charges. It counts if I pull only the dominant charge from the case perspective, because it tells there is something there entered. I can count it, but if I do it from
Well,
the
you can-
charge,
God.
I can do it manually, but there are hundreds of cases. Or I can provide individual district lists. There are not that many districts. It's District 1 does that a lot. OPD does that. There are a few other districts. I can each year create the list, and they just have to go in and select the dominant charge, and the whole thing is fixed.
Okay, well.
What do you
write
want me
that-
to do?
Write that down, but we don't need that for today. Today, I just need the counts.
I know, but this is going to be a problem if we use charges a lot, you know?
Yep. We probably won't, but I like your idea anyway. I think play it safe because this issue is not over yet. So
Mhm.
we'll be seeing more of this.
As I said, I can go and do it for those times when I'm not as busy. So you pick, I can do it.
Okay, but just right now, I need these data from Gennart today.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
good.
absolutely. It's not, yes, this is
All
not,
right.
this is the last
Okay, and then
on my list.
does anybody have any thoughts about moving forward during the week? Have any questions? I mean, Gina's got her Wednesday issue worked out, and I'm gonna get with Remy and tell him what the situation is. I mean, nothing's really gonna change, and we're gonna be looking at half the people with March data and half the people with April data, and you know, it's kind of fucked up. Like, if Gina just tells me the 5 people, I'll go in and pull out the local revenues that they're reporting so far just to see if it's encouraging or anything, but I don't think another solvency projection for another 2 weeks is gonna make much difference, at least another week. But I'll get with Ramy on that.
Okie dokie.
Hello?
Yes,
Something dropped out or something.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I could hear you too.
All right, well, it's good talking to you guys. I guess we'll probably be getting back together in a couple of weeks.
Yep, looks like it.
What do you guys, did you hear something I didn't hear?
Well,
Yeah.
the stay-at-home order ends, and that's what we're following. So unless it
Yeah,
gets,
but you know what about that? Is that I was looking, I don't know how, actually the governor's gonna talk in a few minutes, I'm gonna listen, but when I was reading his phased approach for even when things do reopen, it stated on there that still encourage telework if possible.
Fucking A.
yeah,
And in that meeting that you were not part of, Eric, that's kind of what I was trying to say, Chase. I don't know that I said it. Because
Yeah.
Ramey said, "Oh, follow the governor follows," but his phase thing said, encourage telework as much as possible.
yeah, I guess we'll have to see just what Ramey decides. But from what I interpreted from what Ramey said, that once the stay-at-home order is removed, it sounded like he wants us all back in the office.
Well, Eric, if that's the case, though, I'm gonna review, because there's a COVID-19, there's some law that was passed that some of us that have kids fall under. So I'm gonna wait and see where things go on their own, but I may have to write an email about some requests. So, but hopefully they'll let telework for a while, but.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Right. Okay. All right, well, I guess let's wrap this up.
Alrighty.
Anybody have any last things to say?
That's it.
It was me and Dawn's anniversary this weekend, and
Oh, happy anniversary to you and to Don, of course.
thank you. We had on Saturday, we got some fishing poles and we went fishing in the backyard and I caught a 4-pound catfish,
Nice.
which produced
Do you have
2
a
big
picture?
fillets. Huh? Yeah, I got pictures. I'll try to get them off of Dawn's phone. But yeah, it produced 2 big fillets bigger than my hand, like much bigger. And I battered them and deep fried them, and I discovered the secret to crispy batter. You make it like pancake. You just flour, cornstarch, water, and a tablespoon of baking soda. And right before you dip the fish, right before, you put a tablespoon of vinegar and whisk it in real quick, and it starts getting fizzy, tiny little fizz. And you dip that fish in, and then you throw it in some flour again, cover it with some dry flour, throw it in a pan, and it puffs up and gets crispy, like Popeye's chicken.
Oh, nice.
Because of that reaction. It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So it's like little air bubbles inside the batter. We don't fry very often, but I'm doing that every time from now on. Okay, so Chase is going to find data on IT costs and go handle that equipment issue. Christine's going to work closely with me on all these freaking projects. Gina is going to update solvency, keep track of the districts that have started versus not started versus submitted. I'm going to check with Ramey to find out if he wants us to do another solvency projection, which I'm going to recommend against. I'll just report in on what new money we're seeing come in. And then I'm also working on all these 3 different gravity form surveys and this Ginart thing. And then a longer term project where we're looking at the Terry stops and wondering if we got rid of those, could we afford to stay alive as a system?
Hey, Eric, I wanted to ask one thing. When you please never put a password in an email like you did. You sent it to Tiffany and Richard.
Yeah, but I put like weird codes instead of password. I said
W. Everybody knows that one. But
yeah, I did.
It's the first thing when somebody like, you know how Caressa and Gene got hacked, the first thing they do is comb it for passwords. Yeah, so why did you even need to give it to them? Just for them to be able to view it?
Yeah, how do we post this thing?
So yeah, you should have just asked me to make it on an unpublished web page that I could have sent them out to.
We'll do it.
Okay, we'll do that.
So as I make changes, it'll be there?
Right.
Okay.
What, yeah, okay. Will do. I'll send you the link.
Okay. All right, cool.
How's the new phone working out?
Good. I already dropped it twice and didn't break it, but I got to get a cover for it. No, it's badass. It's got much better reception than the old phone did.
What phone do you have now?
The cheap
USC.
SE 2020.
Yep.
Oh, SE?
Yeah.
I got the good things about it.
Fuck.
But I'm waiting for the 12. Okay, guys. See you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.